So that's where we're at. Our first steps to getting the front end put together are these two inner fenders. And you see how neat they are. They've got all these cool factory bead rolls, and they'll just look real nice. So we're going to prime them real nice, get some good filler primer on them, and smooth them out and shine them up. I'm very happy with it so far.
Okay, and then after primer, after you get all this done, are we jumping to the doors?
Yeah,
Okay.
after these get done, I'm probably gonna body work the valance one more time because I've only worked it and primered it one time, so I need to check that, and then I'm gonna start on the doors. The fenders are kind of beat up, but we're at where we're at, and you know,
Yeah.
we'll get it fixed. I mean, there's no way you can put that much filler to fix it. You know, we're gonna have to bend it out all the way. So
More
it'll be
time.
cool. It's my style, anyways. You know what I mean? If we're just filling stuff, and then it wouldn't be fun. It would just be a blocking show.
Yeah.
And I like to shape, so
All right, well.
we'll make it work. That's what I do.
All right, well, let's get the process started.
Yep, step 1, we've got it done. They're hanging and blown off. Step 2 is wax and grease remove. I'll spray, you wipe off. I'll spray on, you wax off.
Wax on, wax off. All right.
Yep. Step 3, mix my primer. 4:1. I'd use a little bit of reducer. And let me tell y'all, whenever this says primer and it says 4:1, it says not to put reducer, you don't have to listen to that. You really don't, because when you reduce it, it's going to shoot better, shoot smoother, it's going to lay flatter. At the end of the day, it makes it easy to block, and you're laying down super wet primer. So just you will run it if you lay it on too thick, but just always get comfortable with it. You know what I mean?
So is it like a touch of reducer? You just like a splash?
Well, I put an extra splash because, you know.
But a heavy splash?
A heavy splash. If it's 4:1, say 4:1 and 1.5. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Maybe. Or to 1. 4:1 to 1 is good. I like to thin mine out a little more because I do several coats. And I get it super thick. Every coat is super thick. And, but I'm heavy-handed by nature, so. You know, one of my coats is like 3 of a body and paint guy's coat. You know what I mean? I'm not measuring meals here. I'm laying them down.
All right, well, let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Okay, here we are. They let us come out here, take some parts, but it looks like all the parts we need are not here. I need the door handle. This one doesn't have any door handles. Look at that. 4-speed, 5-speed, 3-speed, whatever it is. Purple. So this is factory. Interesting. I thought somebody made a homemade one. That's a homemade front row pan. Yep, looks awful. This door is real nice, but I don't see anything that we need. And then over here we have another one. This one's a little bit cooler, or at least more complete. Get that interior. We can't grab these door handles, so that's what we need. My door handles are in chrome. So, super neat. I'm gonna give you some quick updates because I don't know why we're just gonna have to start filming when we do body work so you guys can see, and then when y'all get bored, y'all can tell me no more body work scenes. But here we are with the bed. The last time you guys seen it, it was on the ground. Actually, the last time y'all seen it, Laura and I lifted it off the ground. So, oops. Hold on, my camera's caught. Sorry. So the bodywork, not too bad. Remember, always use pencil. You see where I marked it with pencil? All my little imperfections. And the reason you use pencil is because pencil is lead, obviously, right? And when you have pencil, when you primer or bodywork over it, it doesn't come through. So if you do pen or felt tip pen, those will bleed through the primer, the sealer. Not all of them. Tailgate, man. As y'all can see, this is why Laura doesn't let me hold the camera, because of my unsteadiness. So here's the firewall. We've got it Dynaglassed, blocked. I pulled them bolts out, took the washers out. I'm about to cut them and weld them. So many challenges to doing this piece right here, because I'm about to cut. I moved this wire out the way, my coil wire, because it was right in the way, and I would have been able to cut my bolt. My intention is to cut half of this bolt right down the center. Hopefully I can get it to cut off. I'll tack it so it doesn't move, and then once it's tacked where it doesn't move, I'll cut the other half off. And then I'll weld it in real good, and then I'll grind it down smooth. These are small bolts. I really don't like doing it to stuff like this, especially when it's got pieces behind it. I really looked underneath and everything looks kind of safe, so I'm just gonna roll with it, because kind of safe is perfectly fine for me. My doors, man. Hey, let me tell you something. I may not always do good, but when I do, some beesh. No, just joking. Fits good. Super happy with it. Got these on. Got them bolted in. I don't have my latches in yet, because we have to take a field trip and actually go purchase some latches. Oh, it's going to throw me so off. I do have to block the roof. Once I get the bottom down, I'll block the roof and get it in final primer, because it was super nice. It's two little tiny dents that I saw, and I'll be able to block them out. And once I primer it again, it'll be a done deal. So that's my update for now. I'm just going to keep chopping at it. I know time's getting closer, and I'm pretty confident. Actually, we're going to be gone for 5 days, but I am going to hire my dad to come out here. He's going to come out of retirement, just help me for 5 days. My dad is the reason why I started doing this in the first place. So if the quality comes out a little nicer, well, he is an old schooler. So definitely looking forward to that. Also looking forward to going out to Angleton, Texas at Dirty Leg Inc. We're going to be out there at their shop, chopping up some cars, trying to make that happen. Not trying to make that happen, we're going to make that happen, you know what I mean, because that's what we do. But I've got some great guys coming out helping. We've got some great guys coming out to visit. I think this whole experience is just going to be great. So we stick to the grind, we do what we know what we can do, and push. Every day we push. So I think it's going to be great. I'm way looking forward to it. I know my boy Pat Stevens from Panther Leather Company is going to be there. I'm super excited to work with them. I'm super excited to work with some good friends that I've chopped tops with them before, with Gene Winfield in Detroit and in California and in Houston. So yeah, well, I got to get back to work because I see my clock's ticking, and sitting here yapping with y'all is not going to get me anywhere further. So thank you again. Get to work. Right.
All right, so day one post chop class in Angleton. We are back in the house.
Yes. Welcome to School of Fab. We are back from Angleton, Texas, where we did a chop class out there, and it was just such an amazing time. We're still like at this high still, and we, it's just hard to come down. It was just such a great time. So
Yeah, and when he says that, I think for the guys that were there, like when they watch this, they're going to see. I think we all came away with way more than it being a chop class. I think like there was so much laughter, life, and then like we got off subject and we went into so many other things, learning like guys helping me with videos, pics. Shout out Brad. And we were all learning so much. It was super cool, and I think we all walked away better than we went in.
yeah, definitely. I totally agree. I went out there and I was nervous, of course, but you go out there and you make it happen. And just the comfort of being around a whole group of guys that are just kind of the same mentality as me, willing to just go in there and do work. And
Get it done.
it was, man, it was great. It really
Yeah.
was.
I know. Don't let us ramble because we could. It was that good. So
Yes.
we'll get caught up. So we were super thankful to be able to have. We hired on Alan's dad to come help us finish while we
Yes.
were out, or continue the work while we were out for a week. So shout out to him. He would never want to be on film though, so we could not like leave any cameras to record him. He does not want to be on. But yeah, so he helped us out with the body work. So now we're gonna get in, jump in, and continue where he left off. And so
Yep. And as you guys see, you know where I get my style from. So, my dad's been a body man his entire life. We were talking like since he was 13 years old, he's been in a body shop. And he's
yeah,
77, I believe.
yeah, 77.
And he comes in here and he bangs. Makes me look bad because I just can't keep up with the old man. He's got this
He's got a pace.
He's got a pace. It's almost an exaggerated pace, but that's his pace. He doesn't stop from the minute he steps in
Yeah, he's on it.
until he leaves. And that's why we just hired him for a few days to help us. And he's going to help us for the next couple of weeks until we finish. So
Yeah,
it's going to be great to have him in here and get to work with him. So I don't know how much film we can get of him in because he's always walking away from the camera.
We'll catch him in a time lapse, but yeah,
we'll see if we can catch him in a time lapse.
yeah.
That way you can see his pace, and that's really what it looks like in in person. So yeah, lots of body work's been completed while we've been gone. We've been gone for 5 days, and a lot's been done. So I'm gonna have a lot of primering to do today.
Okay.
And a whole lot of blocking to do tomorrow. But yeah, no, we got to get it done. We're on this deadline. We haven't stopped. We keep pushing, and we're going to get it done. So we got all the stars lining up, and we just have to do our part now, which is
Block.
finish it. Yeah. Block, exactly.
You've sanded all day into the night.
I know. Ah, I know. And I'm almost done, so just got to keep going, keep pushing.
Keep it going.
I know. You know, this is really like a labor of love. You have to like fall in love with it, you know. And I guess the only thing that pushes me is they say pressure. What is it?
Pressure makes diamonds.
Pressure means diamonds, right?
Yeah.
So therefore, pressure is a luxury, right? In a sense,
True.
maybe in a sense.
I think it's all perspective, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah. I'm just trying to talk myself into it at this point. For
Like,
real.
we're burning the midnight oil.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and the reason is like, you know, my dad does great body work. He just doesn't primer or paint anymore. He's got a bunch of stuff ready to primer. So now that we're back from our trip, you know, it's catch up time. So
All right, so you got to primer the bed.
primer the bed, I'm gonna mask it because the underside is nice. And I don't want no gray overspray. Luckily tomorrow we have a meeting with the paint store. So
Go get some supplies and
yep.
go get some paint samples.
And some
Since they
18-inch masking paper.
right, so the paint store we're going to, they don't have PPG, so we're
They
gonna.
don't. There's a lot of negotiations because whenever I do a job like this, if I'm doing it from bare metal up, I can give you a pretty good extended guarantee that my work is gonna stay on there, you know, for a long time. Well, see, I did the metal work, I did the prepping, I did the body work, I did the primer and blocking, putty work,
Everything.
right? And I used all quality products. I didn't try to cheat the customer and she's paying this hourly, so I'm giving them like top quality, 100% top quality. That way, it'd be something that I could stand behind, and I've stood behind all my paint jobs, and so far it's success. You know what I mean? But we've always gone with top quality products, PPG. They don't have PPG at this store, but they do have some other good quality paints that they can guarantee me. So that's what we're gonna negotiate tomorrow and see what we end up with.
Go get some samples and see what we can.
Yeah, they talked
See
about
what we
giving
like.
us
See what you like.
right. They talked about giving us a few samples because there's a few products that I've used for so long that I know them very well and I'm very familiar with them, and it's hard to once you find something that works really good and then just makes your work look even better than what you thought it could, you just stick with it, right? So I'm
Don't
just
fix what ain't broke.
exactly. So that's kind of the issue that we're dealing with right now. But as long as they can come through with something that matches what we're used to, I'm open. You know what I mean? I'm open to some new, product. The filler primer is easy to block because we're blocking it with 180. So we're cutting through without gouging the surface. And we're able to knock it down pretty nice and see where we're at, like realistically with the body work. So that's why we're primering. I think this side is going to be 100% ready for paint when we get done. All this and body work, even this left bedside, I believe is going to need one more block and primer. So we'll have to remask it, except that side, and maybe the front because the front's body work, so it's not You know what I mean? It's good.
Yeah.
So maybe that'll be done, and this reprime, and then this will be done, and then we jump into the bed.
Well, it's almost time to jump into our bed, so let's get this primed and let's
Okay,
get out of here.
I'm on it.
Alright, here we go.
I am on it. I second that. All right, here we are. Next day.
Fresh night's sleep.
Fresh, nice primer. Feels good. Feels real good. Looks good. So this is all filler primer. We're gonna end up blocking this off. You can see right here. Look, my hose or something must have hit it, but no big deal. We're gonna block it down and put a final primer on top of this. So go to Cal. Man, that looks good. It really does. And
the door.
the other door. So we've got the door left right there, the driver's side door. We're working on the cab right now. A lot of people don't do door jambs, and as you can see, this is why, because it's a lot of work. It's like body work and anything else, but we want it to look super nice, even when you open the door. Like, just be very presentable.
Everything's in body work.
Exactly. So we'll be priming the cab one more time by the end of the night. And for now, it's just a whole ton of blocking that I don't think you want to see. Hey, we're still blocking. So we are still blocking, and so much fun.
The joy.
I know. I have a love-hate relationship with blocking because I really do not enjoy the dust. But at the end of the day, what I want, my body work has got me pretty far. So, and luckily I've got my dad helping me, so it's gonna be extra awesome for real because he's one of the best out here in town. So,
Well, I think anybody who does body work knows that blocking is the never-ending story. Like when you
right,
think you're done, you're never done. So that's why y'all get to miss out on all the fun.
right. See, the cab's still there. We haven't primered it yet. Um, we should be getting some more. We've decided to go ahead and primer everything at once instead of just primer the cab, and then we'll figure just wasting time if we just keep blocking away, get everything ready, shoot it all at once. I'll mix that big. Where's that bucket at? Still has a little bit of primer. So this bucket works great. You can mix a ton at a time, and that's how we've been doing it. So we can lay down some thick filler primer.
She's gonna look good when she's done.
Yep.
All right, what else we got?
Well, the hood is ready. Last time you saw it, we had primered it for the first time. And as we blocked it down, you can see that now as we're blocking it, it's telling us what it needs.
Yeah.
And we just got to follow its lead. But it's all feeling great. Just think it's going to be nice.
All
And
right.
if we sound weird, Laura and I caught COVID.
Yeah.
We're okay. We feel a little weird.
We're
You
just
know,
we're just recovering, but the work must go on. So recovery time is short because you're looking at the shop employees right here.
right? Get to work.
Where is everyone? Oh, there he is. Yeah, so I wouldn't say a little behind, but definitely had a delay because we definitely had to rest a little bit
Yeah. Yeah. Yesterday we slept
all day.
pretty much.
So
Yeah.
now back at it.
Right, right. And to me, woo, this COVID hit a little bit harder. My head a little bit numb.
Maybe
But
it's from all the blocking.
right, it could be the blocking too, because we've been doing a ton of blocking. So
Yeah.
blocking, I'm blocking with 180 grit. Let me show y'all. We've got the 3M blue 180, and this is some great stuff. We were using the yellow before. I don't even know. Oh, it's empty. Um,
Oh, you're looking for the brand.
right. But
Here's one. Here's 180, and this was 3M yellow.
is it? Oh,
The
okay.
yellow's 3M too.
Okay, we had some old school in the house. Come on, old
Oh, is
schools.
blue the new?
Glue's the newest thing. Yeah.
Glue.
Blue. See, I'm telling you, my brain.
You've got COVID fog.
I'm telling you, I really do. I really do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to drink water, stay hydrated, and knock this out. So
So is
we're
this
good
like the
though.
old stuff that your dad had though?
Probably some stuff he pulled out when he came over here. Probably said, I'm not going to use nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad's retired and been retired, so he's running circles around me.
Even retired.
Yeah, them old schoolers. Everybody knows all body men. You know, old schoolers. They have that man, that pace, just and you think they're doing it on purpose just to make you look bad, but no, that's an all day, one pace all day, every day. So he still has it in him. He's about to be what, 78
I think so. Yeah, I think
next week? Yeah, 78. And it looks like
still
he's
doing body work. Crazy.
yeah.
Cab's ready for prime.
The hood's ready for prime. The cab's ready for prime.
You can get the bed.
I'm about to knock this bed out. Once I get this bed knocked out, yep. And then I've got to start prepping my radiator support because without the radiator support, it's
Can't
like
put
the
that
main
front
band.
end.
You know what I mean? It needs to be there for everything to branch off and hold on to. So, whoo, and fenders. I need my radiator support on so I can. I'm gonna have to bolt my fenders on,
The body work 'em?
and I'm gonna have to. Yeah, we went and looked at two Dodges. We were looking for parts. It's the ones that I showed you. We didn't find anything, but the fenders have this weird concave. As it comes up, it also comes in, and it's just a weird shape. So we've got to bolt it on so we can either beat it out or body work it like it is. So lots of challenges still left ahead. I know time is short, but I've got faith.
There you go.
And will.
All right.
Lots of will. So,
Well, I'll let you get back to sanding.
oh, I've got to wear this mask anyway, so.
Have fun.
I know. See y'all in a little while.